What's a Mrs. Doubtfire poster?
Hold on a sec. Hello, hello. Yo, can you guys hear me there?
Yo, yes.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Not much.
We'll wait for
you.
Cool. Doing good. Just we'll wait for the room to fill up a little bit. Mr. Skyhopper won't be joining us today. He was just getting some work done to his mouth. I was talking to him a little earlier. His mouth is all numb and he kind of sounds, I don't know, sounds out of it. But
He sounds American.
yeah, exactly. He's actually lost his accent. So we're gonna hop in, get everybody updated, and just jam for a little while. I've got Mr. Sir Sweetness and Rabbit Ricardo in here with me.
How's it going? What's going on, everybody?
And so we'll wait for it to fill up a little bit, and then we'll just we'll get to stepping. How's everybody doing in here so far? What's up, Ryan Bull, Bunster, Aches, Mr. Super Tilko?
What up, Westy?
Yo, what's going on, guys? He's getting his mouth worked done. I don't exactly know what was going on. I guess he didn't know that he wasn't coming in today. I called him in earlier. I was like, "Yo, what's going on, dude?" And he's just like, "Yo, I'm sitting here in the chair. I'm already all numbed up." I'm like, "Oh, all right." He's like, "I'll try to come in after." And then I talked to him. He's like, "No, man, I'm fucked up right now." So, anyway,
That's a good accent.
thank you.
Not bad.
He's doing Botox.
He's what?
Is he doing a Botox?
Yeah, exactly. He's getting Botox. Oh my! That would make me. That would bring joy. Leroy Jenkins, what up? Jay Dunk.
Make sure you guys are getting ready to tune in to the next AMA. There'll be a lot of news.
Absolutely. And as well, speaking of which, right, next AMA, so we are not going to be doing AMA this Friday. We're going to be doing AMA next Thursday to close the year. Wednesday. Excuse me.
Yep.
Next Wednesday to close the year out. Good to know. So, and also we'll make sure that that's posted and for everybody. I know Mr. Skyhopper has already done so. We'll just confirm that that date's all correct and we're communicating correctly about that. I'm just getting ready for our GDC alpha launch for next year. So a lot of game stuff there that we're happy to talk about. Again, with our relationship building and partnerships that we've been working on. Again, I have to be a little close-lipped about the things that we've got going on behind the scenes, but that has really occupied the majority of our attention over these last 2 weeks, and certainly up to the end of the year. We've got a couple things that we're working on in the background that's pretty big, and honestly, I'm just grateful that we get to be a part of these discussions, that we get to be, frankly, working with the people that we're working with. So
Yeah, and Robert Ricardo here, and I work on the operations side of things, and just a little bit more insight into that. It's gave us a good chance to kind of figure out how we split up a little bit of our studio and use our resources in ways. Still
Absolutely.
make progress on what is the main for us with the My Pet Hooligan project, but still be able to take a bite off of some other things and figure out how to use our team in the most effective way. So a lot of learning stuff for us here, and it's been awesome, man. It's been really good.
Entirely. So, it's actually something we can kind of come back to as well. The way that we manage our resources here, how we, because again, My Pet Hooligan is our flagship. It's the core IP for the studio. And originally getting into this, now that we're a full game studio, Web3 native IP kind of like creation hub, that's, it's something that, considering that all of our production team and our art team, when we started this off, we were working on different things before we started My Pet Hooligan really helped crystallize us into the unit that we are now. So so we still have a little bit of flexibility built in, but obviously My Pet Hooligan is our number one and our flagship. So anyway, big little announcement here. Big little one. Well, at least specifically. Talking about box burning. So box burning was due, and we were going to launch this out at the end of next week, but we've actually decided that we're going to push it off a little bit. We're going to push it out just a little bit because
It's a good reason.
we decided that there's a couple extra things we wanted to put in this box. So there's going to be more to cover there on our AMA, but as of now, we're going to be focusing on the second week of January is when box burning is going to be. Appreciate all of your patience with that. It will be worth the wait. And I'm really looking forward to getting that to everybody. That's something I'm actually really pumped about. And our ongoing Zuckbot ecosystem building we'll continue. We've got a whole lot coming down the pipe there. So what's in the box? A lot's in the box. All right, so we'll be coming back to that. And also, obviously, I know you've all been waiting to see and hear what's going on with the saga that we kind of kicked off in regards to that entire project and that entire ecosystem. So we've got more episodes to kick that saga down the road, or to kind of bring it forward. Rolling through the list here. Emmy Stream, yeah, we've got Emmy Stream is now live, and we've been having a bunch of fun
playing with it all week.
Fucking around on that. So honestly, if you guys download Emmy for your desktop and enable Emmy Stream, you can use it on Zoom now. You can use it as you can pilot Emmy as your hooligan and make content with it. It's something we've been using a lot, and it's actually something you'll be seeing in some of the upcoming episodes. So stay tuned for that. All right, we got that AMA and then also our main event. Yeah, so early next year, we are going to be opening our doors. We're going to be giving everybody some information so that you can start to plan accordingly. And for those of you that want to come out and see us, there's a lot there. So hold up. Who we got here? I'm going to have to mute somebody. Roger Rabbit, I'm muting you, buddy.
Heard that.
If I can figure out how to mute you, hold on. There we go in here. Boom. All right. Anyway, sorry guys. Usually it's Skyhopper, the one that can just nail this out real quick. I'm like an old person. I'm just like, okay, wait a minute, hold up. Where's the mute button? Okay. Anyway, guys. So we're gonna be giving you guys some updates on our IRL event to get everybody together, get all the hooligans together. And then also when it comes to the end of the year, if you guys are in town, hit us up. If we are going to have a little shindig over here at the studio, if you're about and want to drop in on the 23rd, we'd love to see you. But please reach out to us first. So
let us know so we can do some preparation and make sure we're ready for you guys to come in. But yeah, if anybody's local around that want to by in the LA area on Friday the 23rd, we're going to do a little studio holiday party. You guys are family.
Yeah, we'd love to see you guys. I unfortunately will not be here. I'm going to be up in Oregon, but
Sir Sweetness will.
Sir Sweetness is going to be here. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, guys, so that's kind of the main hits that I've got on our updates. I know that a lot of these reverse AMAs have kind of turned into me and Skyhopper just kind of talking at you guys and updating a little bit. So I want to just, we've got a little bit of time. I just want to jump in with you guys and shoot the shit. What's going on? How's everybody doing? If you got questions for us, please drop them in a chat. But otherwise, what's been going on, guys? How's the year end treating everybody? Let's go. All right, I'm gonna just pick on somebody. J Dunk, what you got going on, man? How you doing?
What's up, dude? I'm at work. I'm drinking coffee. I feel good.
Nice.
I watched the Game Awards from Polka Starter. I thought it was really cool that you guys were nominated, and I know once V2 comes out, it's going to win in every category. So I'm pumped about that, but I loved how you guys literally ended the event with whatever, these games aren't going to even be around. And just that fun candor of and the fact that they took it and they let you put it in there and finish the whole event off. It's oh man.
Hey man, the
awesome.
truth is, they when they reached out and said, "Hey, would you guys mind doing something?" Yeah, man, we're happy to participate, but it's got to be our brand. It's got to be Hoolie. You know what I mean? It's going to be him being him. So don't be surprised when you get a little something a little spicy.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We one of the things that we double click on quite a bit, and certainly when it comes to the game development, right? We've got an ongoing discussion with Mr. Mac and Captain Carl and Sir Sweetness, all of us. We're always kind of all right, well, what sets this game apart? If we're really going to go to bat and really try to bring this out to traditional gamers and try to actually compare, it's all right, why are people going to choose this over? And I actually think that thought experiment, that question has helped shape a lot of our thinking moving forward when it comes down to the humor of the IP, when it comes down to the attitude that we've got. It's one of the things that I think is actually really, really special, and all of us get to participate in this. Everybody that I think has gotten involved in the community, at the core. And it's cheesy to say that we're all hooligans, but we really like, you know, there's something about that satirical and sort of irreverent attitude that I think helps glue all of this together. And frankly, to be able to double click on that and then kind of show that humor again. And I really huge thank you to Polka Starter for being willing to, you know, let us make content and kind of joke about things in our own way and still share it. Like, it's fucking cool. I'm really proud of it. I'm stoked.
Actually, that's in our governing statement.
It is.
Yeah. You know, we want people to, when they play the game, we want them to laugh and feel good while they're playing it. That helps guide us when we make decisions.
Damn right. Yeah.
I think about V2 and like when proximity chat is on and how the faces are going to be moving, like, hey, don't shoot me, no, hey. And you're going to physically see that, like, in that avatar moving. And I think that's the moment when this stuff is going to click. That and the skateboarding, you know, like, skateboarding's not in any other game that I can think of right now. And I just think it's so on brand. Yeah, it's funny. We actually had an investor come through. I'm trying to remember exactly who this was. It doesn't matter. The point is like we had a couple guys come through. These were seasoned, you know, game developers and investors, and they come through. They're like, yeah, you know, okay, we see a lot of different things. We're showing a lot of different things, but you guys actually have skate. They're like, that's fucking crazy. Most people like talk about having a feature like that'll be in like, I don't know, like 2 years time. So you're like right off of that specific feature alone, he's like, all right, cool. This is looking good. And by the way, on the note of the overall IP brand, you know, that attitude, I want to say big thanks always. I don't know if here we got more people hopping in, but big thanks to have some. I see you over. Wonderful speaking a little while back and just kind of getting to dive a little deeper into, frankly, like the 30,000 foot view on how we see ourselves as an IP and a brand. We have these various pillars, and I know that all of you guys, I mean, so many people in this community have contributed such amazing thinking and contributions to, you know, how we should be marketing and thinking about what we're doing. I just do want to say a big thank you to Have Some because, dude, like you've got some really excellent thinking on it. I really appreciated talking to you about it. Yeah, I'd like to keep that going. But anyway, what's up, babe? All right, so I'm kind of just thinking out loud as we do so. So what else is going on with you guys though? Got any questions? Please let's take some time to jam and yeah, guys, it's kind of just open forum right now. Spend a little time. What's happening? What do we got? I'm gonna choose. If you want to write a question in chat, please feel free to do so. But if not, I'm gonna just go ahead and click.
I got a question.
Who do we got?
It's Ryan Bull.
Ryan, what's up, dude? Yo, yeah.
Hey, can you give us a ballpark on how much of the, you know, like Hooli cities transferred over into Lyra? Just a ballpark.
Actually,
like, are they close?
I'll let Mr. Sweetness hop in.
I'm so glad you asked. So I'm actually the production manager here, and so I'm very close with how much is being made. We actually have the entire Hooli land currently in Lyra, which is awesome. It's a great first. It chugs like crazy because it's not very optimized. I think the exact quote that Bumbledore, clown shoes crazy. And so right now we're very close to it being in the we're slowly kind of working towards getting it in state. And honestly, once you guys get it in your hands, you're so happy.
Well, and it's cool too, as I've learned more about the Lyra framework and what we can really do there. I mean, ultimately, it's one of those things where it sets us up so that we can, frankly, just like, you know, build this into a much more optimized and real game. And it'll also help us it's going to help us to scale out much more professionally. So, you know, one of the things that actually 6967, I don't think Mr. 6967 Beto's in here right now, but he had kind of described it in a way that I thought was funny. He was like, yeah, pretty much we've got to break all of our pieces down back into individual Legos and rebuild them back up on like the correct, like on like in the correct settings so that we can kind of continue. Yeah, I know it's been a real exercise in order to reconfigure this whole thing, but I'm very, very proud of it. So that's cool.
Mega blocks before, and now we're trying to do Legos.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. We're Mega Block. Now we're.
Hey, I have a question.
Yo, what's up, babe?
Yo, I just want to know, when is the My Pet Hooligan game going to be released in Epic Games launcher?
Yeah, no, that's a really good question. So overall, well, first and foremost, right, we've got a good relationship with Epic. I don't have an official date for now. We will be relaunching, and we're going to have an additional, alpha release toward the end of. Well, I guess it comes to actual GDC. Yeah. But as of right now, looking like Q2. Q2 is probably, I think, is kind of our target estimate right now. But I'd say we'll be sharing specific dates with you guys as we move a little bit further. But I know we actually just had a meeting today about a lot of these dates, so I'm going to be a little tight-lipped about specifically when we'll be on Epic, on the Epic Game Store, just because I want to make sure that we can accurately communicate that. And right now, and it's just a little murky. So once we have that, we'll be sharing it with you guys. But looking like Q2 is probably around where we're targeting.
We'll have an official rating.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll be, and also, by the way, hey, Electrify, I saw your question in here. So does everyone get the same exact items in the Zuck box, or is it random? It is not random, but they are also not the same exact items. So I'll leave you with that. Yeah, there's some variability there. Yeah. So okay, actually, Trader Zed, I can give you a little bit of update on the others. So we have been quiet on that front. The truth is, over the course of this last year, obviously, we got some updating to do on our roadmap. We know that, and we will be doing some updates. Actually, things to share with everybody. We are updating not only our orange paper, but then also our roadmap to be able to match where we're actually at. We know we ended up having to take some twists and turns this year as far as the things and the deployments that we ended up doing. But the others are a big piece of this. There's quite a bit of lore and thinking through that we've done on the story building side and kind of the storytelling component of that. And the other is going to be a really big piece of it. So I don't want to say exactly what we've done on the story, just because I want the creative team in here with me to kind of roll that out. But we do have a plan in mind for it, and I'm very, very happy about it. So as far as dates are concerned, I'm not going to give you an official date, but it's something that we spent a lot of time ideating. Yeah, I'm stoked. So just stay tuned, and you will be hearing about that. And probably you'll hear about it early. Are you guys looking into get your ownership verified with Hooligan Channel? Sorry, here we go. What do we got? Are you guys looking to integrate different NFT projects to the MPA game? And if so, what are the requirements in order to get part of it? Yeah, so funny you should ask about that. So, our overall framework and, inner loop infrastructure as we look for the long term, that's definitely going to include other projects. But when it comes to the My Pet Hooligan game itself, it's all about suspension of disbelief. So I do believe that there's some really good opportunities where we might be able to bring in other communities and other characters. But as of right now, trying to make sure that on the basis on its own as a Hooligan game that stands alone and does well. We definitely have some thinking and a few test surfaces kind of put together on how we're going to be able to bring in other characters. The real question here is like, to what extent, right? Like, we know that when it comes to Interloop, we want a much more inclusive and dynamic world. But when it comes to the My Pet Hooligan game, we want that to stand on its own as a game. And it's got to be able to stand on its own if you're, a native Web3 or NFT holder or not. Even more importantly, maybe like if, you shouldn't have to know anything necessarily crypto in order to come into this game and intuitively have fun with it. So we just want to make sure that we're constantly maintaining that suspension of disbelief. We don't want to break that, and we take that really seriously. Kind of try to, look at each of those use cases and think how users might respond to it. So that's my general thinking there. All right, what do we got here? What do we got? You guys looking for? Oh, that's cool. We got that. What else we got, guys? Anybody? Welcome to. Will we have land, real estate, sale, and Hululand? Okay, so that's something. Funny enough, I also just had a discussion with somebody about this. I'm gonna say, yeah, most likely, but not. There's nothing confirmed or specific. I'm gonna share on that at the moment. That's something that we have considered. But yeah, we're gonna, we're gonna focus on just making sure that this is out and is actually just fundamentally fun first, and then we're gonna explore those sorts of options. So we'll see. Nothing major. Okay, so Netflix. Yeah, what's going on with Netflix? Any major news or updates for the coming future? No, nothing specific to report at the moment. We do have an amazing gentleman. I think he didn't hop in last time, but his name's Kevin Johnson. The dude's absolutely amazing, and he's been really pushing the development of the My Pet Hooligan feature film. It's been fucking amazing to see it come together. Actually, I'm actually looking through it right now. Boards outside. We've got this full feature script, and it looks like we'll probably have it finished by the end of the year, and we're going to be actually pulling in a couple characters from the community, so that's something to stay tuned for. And also, your character mentioned in the film or play a role in the film. I'm not making any promises, but hit us up. Let us know if you want to be involved in that. If you want your NPC to be that we might be able to facilitate.
Yeah, you can always ask. I'm going to say it's actually something that we could probably do. Yeah, it's totally possible for sure.
Yeah. But all right, cool. No, so vehicles Oh yeah. What's up, Jack?
Hey, I have a question about the Bunners short, the thing that we were teasing that we saw.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if each faction was eventually going to get one of those, but it looked like it was like insane production. Obviously, like it was absolutely out of this world production.
Thank you very much.
I don't know how long that took to like animate, or how long that took. Obviously, we've been seeing screenshots of that like thing all year, so I know it took a really long time. I wasn't sure how long that short was. Was it 10, 15 minutes, 5 minutes?
No, not even, right? This was a few
2
minutes.
minutes.
Right?
Yeah. A big reason why the production on that one a little bit longer is because most of our
exactly.
And so that was actually something kind of on in the background as people had. So
Gotcha.
And we worked on it for such a long time. The gentleman here with me started that as a test.
Yeah,
exactly. It started to look at how we do things and make sure that it's effective in the right way as a studio. Because we had some other people working. Mostly the majority of the team focused on the game. Right. So being able to balance all that between took a little bit longer than something length and caliber would typically take us.
Definitely.
So that's a little bit.
Got it. That makes a lot of sense.
Turning it into this whole thing, and it's one. It wasn't a super high priority.
We worked on it
constantly. Like, okay, the art team, we're gonna like have everybody on this and kind of shift the game team. The truth is, the game team is pretty much full court press since we started building the game. So, so doing something like that or doing a cinematic of that quality was something we're like, okay, we want to test out. So, but at the same time, it wasn't something that was kind of like front burning fire for us. We will have eventually. We will make for every single faction. But that was kind of just it was like kind of like a stretch of legs. But yeah, and it is cool. It's one of those things that it also just gets everybody fired up here at the studio when we make stuff like that. So yeah, I was stoked to see it come together the way it did. And Ghost Bunster, I can see your question about designs. Yeah, so they had started to. So Carl was adamant about kind of designing in cars and such in the beginning, but the thing is, we're kind of finding really dialing in vehicle systems and tuning those is a thing and a half.
It's own game.
It's its own game.
Yeah. So for us, as we iterate and just we try to really make sure that we can dial in on the things that we're good at, the things that we think are going to be sticky and fun and going to retain users. And also at the same time, if there's something just be a massive, massive time increasing for us and not going to kind of get us the returns that we need on it, or it's going to be getting diminished returns, then we're going to come back to it. Vehicles, as of right now, is one of those things. We'll come back to it. But right now, it's not going to be in this next version of the game. Okay, so is there going to be a death cam for faction ability in the game? We'd love a intoxicating weed trail behind the funner. All right, so
Sir Sweetness.
Yeah.
All
right,
Yeah. So you'll be able to see, and faction abilities is actually discussed. For example, one of the ideas is that maybe the mutant can go through like toxic sludge piles.
Absolutely.
There's all sorts of different thoughts. Certainly something that we, put on our list, and it would add to some interesting dynamics during combat.
Damn right. Here we go. All right, here we go. Anyways, Dr. Waddles, what up, Doc? Much future, long future, Hooli racing. I completely agree with you, and I also know that's something wants to have in there as well. And it really kind of just comes down to what we can support and win. And so we just try to be realistic with our expectations, and also kind of like balance. Guys, what can we? Let's just make sure that we're focused on the things that can be done. So,
I mean, also it's in the beginning it was about delivering what made you excited.
Yeah, exactly.
When you look at the trailer, it's people running around and setting, fighting, people,
there's different things, and then honestly, one of the craziest things is when when announcement of Pancake partnership. Yeah, that's beautiful. J-Dunk soon. I know what you're referring. We're not part. By the way, we're not Pancake Swap.
No.
But what you're referring to there is something that we're all really pumped about. It's a good thing. It's actually a really good thing. Something that I'm very proud of and happy that we're able to. Peloton endorsement, exactly. No, but it is interesting. Like over this last week, we were looking at all the content that we made and shot over the course of this last year since Mint. And guys, when I look at the early version of the game, seeing what it came from, seeing what we were building back then, and then getting all the way up to here, it's absolutely just. I'm insanely proud of our game team. You guys have fucking crushing it. So I'm honored to be here. Okay, here we go. Bape and then Mitchie. All right, plans to do VR integrations for MyPet Hulu. Yes. Now this is again not something that actively prioritizing, but a couple of different things here.
One background projects.
Yeah, it's in the back. Right now that involves VR, and that integration into our wider ecosystem is being kind of hacked on right now. But again, this is not something we'll be offering in the near term, but it is something that we're constantly aware of. And I don't know the title off the top of my head, but I know that Mr. Kevin Mack, Mr. Bundledore, he had co-authored a book on VR and also. Okay, gotcha. Well, anyway,
book on
yeah. And so, anyways, it's something that's certainly in our wheelhouse. Going back to our making sure that we're actually correct amount of focus on the various features that we actually need to hit well in order to bring this product to market and make sure that we're actually finding market. Here we go. Yes, progress on the wallet connection options for Emmy. Absolutely. I know that's something that we've been kind of sitting on and waiting on for some time. Thank you, everybody, for your patience when it comes to the Emmy, to the Emmy features, when it comes to Android, when it comes to wallet integration. So we have a sister company that we essentially split up the development on, and a lot of so we've got a different production process than we do with, say, something like a game or the content that we produce here at the studio. When it comes to IMU, it's a different production workflow. And thank you. It's Unreal Engine 4 Virtual Reality is the name of the, in case anybody was curious about that. So, the book just got slammed up against the window. Anyway, so yeah, but those IMI features, I know that a lot of you have just been waiting very, very patiently, and we really appreciate it. But yeah, we'll be sure to give you guys those updates when they're actually made and integrated. But yeah, with IMI, it's a slower process. So thank you, and we're sorry, and thank you. What do we got?
Yo. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Who we got?
This is Carrot.
Oh, NTN, what up, dude?
How you doing?
Good to see you, man.
Yeah. This is probably an extremely elementary question, so apologies. So kind of embarrassed for having been in the community as long as I am, but it was my understanding, I guess, that the hooligans that own like a paintball or have a paintball gun or a grenade launcher, like are they going to start with that item in the game and all game modes and certain game modes, or is it just like an aesthetics NFT thing?
So you'll start with it in most game modes. There are going to be some game modes that won't have like a grenade in that.
A range weapon, right?
But yeah, for the most part, you're going to be starting whatever you have in your inventory.
That's exactly correct. And again, you will be able to make weapon pickups in game as well. That's something that we wanted to make sure that players that had a weapon on their NFT weren't substantially, advantageous necessarily to have. But at the same time,
not make it game breaking, but a good balance.
Yeah, that's precisely right. Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Here we go. I like this. Oh, no worries. Dude, it's a pleasure to speak with you as well, my man. So glad you could be. What do we got? Oh, by the way, Lovebug, thank you so much. Yeah, we're really pumped on getting those physical playing cards out to everybody. Just a little something to give to you guys. In the future, we'll obviously, we've got activations for a couple different things into Q1 that I'm stoked to be sharing with you guys. Ultimately, like, the very, very least that we could do, just a little something to show our appreciation. I fucking love you all so much, and honestly wouldn't be here doing any of this if it weren't for you guys. So from the bottom of my heart and the whole team's heart, guys, thank you. We appreciate you. So, yeah. What do we got? I think we're talking about Skyhopper. I'm just looking back at the chat here. It looks like we're talking about Skyhopper Tooth. It's true. He is mumbling. I think his mouth is pretty numb. And I don't know if Skyhopper, you're welcome to say anything. Crypto jamming.
Basically, I can't speak much. I'm trying to, but I just got back from the dentist. I've been there for like 3-4 hours. So here's me mumbling right now.
Yeah, man.
I can't even keep any liquid in my mouth. It just comes out because I can't close my lips.
All right, man.
It was Botox though.
Don't tell anyone it's Botox.
Yeah. All right, buddy. So there you go. Skyhopper will be on the next one. But it just made my day. Okay, so here, what do we got? Crypto jamming, time frame on new merch. So that's actually something. Be able to give you guys an update on that here soon. I know we sent out a bunch of merch to people that had been waiting insanely patiently. Stuff had fallen through the cracks there. Thank you. Sorry about that. But I think we got everything out to everyone. If not, ping us. We've got that system a little more dialed in. Some more merch soon. Hopefully, actually, I know there's a discussion with our providers just yesterday, so I have to get updated actually on that. Where we're at with that. So once I know, I promise to let you guys know. Rabbit Ricardo, I think Rabbit Ricardo just hopped back in. We just had Skyhopper hop on, and his mouth sounds all fucked up. Okay, guys, we're gonna have to bounce here in a second, but let me just let's take any last questions if anybody wants to hop in. Is there a plan to make a marketplace for people who do 3D works for them to be able to sell in a marketplace in the MyPet Hooligan ecosystem? Funny you should ask about that as well. We've been double clicking on late. That's actually something. So I'm just gonna.
Yes.
Like-
yes.
Okay. All right. Fine. Yeah. I mean, listen. When it comes to the actual market integration, there's going to be a couple of different things that we're going to be able to offer to you guys. I would like to see people who want to make their own content, their own material, and selling those things and doing stuff with that. So, we've got a whole marketplace plan. And that will be a part of it, but we'll keep you guys up to date on that, and also be looking forward to see what you guys want to build there. What do we got here? Was it? Oh, that's me speaking. Sorry. Any other last questions, guys? We're gonna have to, but I just make sure we got anybody in here. NFTs. I see how you.
Quagmire.
Thanks, babe. All right. Up, we got Dr. Waddles, we got J Dunk typing. I love you guys too, dude. Love you too, J Dunk. Dr. Waddles, appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. Stacks, what's up, Stacks?
Hey, I have a question. Is there any plans on or like a timeline actually on the FBX files for the Suck bots and like the integration of them onto IMI?
Okay. So as far as IMI integration, I can't date for you as of right now, but it is something that will be coming. And as far as the actual FBX file deployment, that's something we'll probably be able to get early Q1. I know that right now it's just about pulling the trigger out to you. So stay tuned for that. I'd say early Q1 we'll be able to have that probably on the early side of it. Really hoping this up there.
Awesome. Also, can I go on Wednesday? I'll definitely be willing to show up on Wednesday if you guys would have me.
Yeah, dude, of course we'll have you, man. Yeah, for sure, dude. By the way, Friday. I'm sorry.
Friday. Come through. I'll take more videos of you.
Yeah, dude. We Stacks. We were doing a little bit of writing. All right, we were taking some. We got. All right, guys. I think we're gonna have to bounce here, but once again, just wanted to say from the bottom of our hearts, love and appreciate all of you guys for just being on this wild, crazy journey with all of us. I mean, I know if Skyhopper could speak right now, he would be saying he's insanely grateful. This entire year has been such an amazing ride, and I'm just insanely grateful to be honestly with you guys. Yeah. Appreciate you guys.
Can you hear me? He would say it more British.
He would say it in a. He would say if Idris Elba said it in Manchester.
To be honest, the one for some reason.
Like so. All right. Anyway, I love you all. Hooly hoo. Catch you guys later. Peace out. Hooly hoo.